there. Vadim, you sit there. Frank, come this way. Yeah. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with us. It's 4:11 a.m. and what we witnessed was not just one of the greatest fight cards and the greatest night I can ever remember, but we witnessed one of the greatest performances I've ever seen live. Watching that fight, 2 rounds gone, nice start from Dmitry Bivol, and then Artur Beterbiev come on with 3 rounds of treacherous pressure. And I was watching Artur Beterbiev thinking, this guy's incredible, he's like a machine, how do you stop him? And it took one of the greatest performances of our lifetime to overcome him and to beat him. And Dmitry Bivol did that tonight. Tonight, in my opinion, Dmitry Bivol got justice from the first fight and become the undisputed light heavyweight world champion with a performance for the ages. And now this man sits here with all the belts, the king of the 175-pound division. And we have to remember, this is also the guy that went to Las Vegas and Cinco de Mayo and beat Canelo Alvarez, the pound-for-pound #1. This is also the guy that just beat the undisputed champion who was top 5 pound-for-pound. For me, there is an argument that this man here sits as pound-for-pound #1. We'll give Usyk the benefit of the doubt because he's a great fighter, but for me right now, this is the pound-for-pound #2 in the sport. One of the best performances I've ever seen. And for the people here, I think a huge round of applause for the new undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol.
Thank you.
I've also got to thank an incredible team of people down there, but of course, you know, definitely the biggest warrior on the team, Vadim Kornilov. You know, this guy is relentless in his pursuit for his fighters. You know, never wants the limelight. You never see him on Instagram with the shades, you know, in the background. And a very, very good manager that truly cares for his fighters. And I also have to say a big thank you to Dmitry Bivol's former promoter, Frank Smith. You know, who
What's going on there?
But listen, Frank, as we know, Canelo Alvarez was one of our... Yeah, Frank. There you go, Frank. Yeah, you got it, you got it.
Thank you, thank you.
It was an incredible team effort. We're so proud of the team, so proud of Dmitry. Media, over to you guys for questions.
Radio Raheem down here in the front.
Yeah, yo. With a microphone,
Bivol, you said that you weren't going to consider the first fight and just start over fresh, but you clearly learned the lessons of the first fight with the way you closed the show tonight. When Betrebiev was coming on in the middle rounds, was it because you were pacing yourself, making sure that you had something left in the engine for the last rounds?
Ты старался как бы себя
Сохранять,
да.
You know, I was just trying to following my plan, my plan for the fight. We knew that he could start from the beginning, from the first round. He could start pressuring, but my task was just keep moving, be focused, and counter punch.
Is this win somehow sweeter maybe than even if you had won the first fight?
Of course, it's very sweet, you know. I took my belt back, and it's revenge also for me, and it was sitting something inside of me. I wanted to win, and I won.
And last one from me for the whole table. When you heard 114, and the first card was a draw, what went through everyone's mind? Thank you.
I thought, please don't do it to us again. Don't rob us again. That's what I thought. The first fight was much closer. This was not a close fight.
Regan Slaymaker, not just boxing. Dmitry, dreamer.
Wait, 1 second. We didn't all comment on the...
Apologies.
On the Jean Robert Lane card. First of all, it's Jean Robert Lane put 114. I mean, when is this gonna stop? Like I'm not afraid to say it anymore. When is this gonna stop? Why isn't there any sanctioning body supervision that can look into how Jean-Robert Lane saw this card 114-114? I'm not gonna talk about the other judges right now. I'm not gonna talk about the previous fight. But Jean-Robert Lane should be reviewed, and he should look at the fight again and show how he saw. I looked at the CompuBox numbers. 31% Dmitry Bivol landed punches, 17% Beterbiev. Jean-Robert Lane, what are you watching? What's going on? I mean, how does he explain this? I don't want to say the word right now, but how does he explain this?
Frank, any thoughts on the scorecard?
I reiterate what Vadim says. Crazy scorecard. Dmitry Bivol won the first time round, didn't get the result. Tonight, he deserved that result. The 114 was crazy, but the right man won. So we need change in the sport, obviously, but the right man won, and that's the key for tonight, obviously.
Dmitry, dream achieved, undisputed. I mean, put that into words for me. Something you've been waiting for a long, long time.
You know, it's like to be the general in army. You know, this is the last step, and I had this goal, and now I reached it. I need to to put some line, you know, and to create some new goal for me. And I'm happy that I reached this goal, and I'm happy. I'm feeling empty happy.
My question will be in Russian. Дмитрий, ты много слишком раздавал интервью на английском языке в преддверии этого турнира. Сейчас, я думаю, ты с радостью ответишь на русском. Просто расскажи, что ты сейчас на душе и что ты испытывал в момент вынесения решения судей.
Я очень вообще счастлив, что я в итоге взял реванш, вернул свой пояс, заработал остальные пояса, стал абсолютным чемпионом. Потому что бывший чемпион, когда называли меня вот эту вот неделю здесь, мне это не очень нравилось на самом деле. А вот когда я сейчас подписал перчатки и написал undisputed, было намного приятней. Так что, а что я чувствовал? Я чувствовал, что я выиграл. Когда услышал, что ничья, я подумал, тут уже от нас ничего не зависит, как бы. И слава богу, что я в итоге выиграл.
Dmitry, FightHot.com here, mate. First of all, congratulations, mate. You really deserve this win. And how did you handle the pressure this time round? I mean, he really come on strong, as Eddie said. Did you have to really dig deep to really come out in their middle rounds and get the fight back in your favour?
Как ты смог справиться с давлением и в середине боя набраться?
You know, I think this is about to be a professional boxer, to be a pro in your what you are doing, because sometimes you could be distracted with something. But a real pro, he will follow his plan, you know, doesn't matter what. Some issues, but he's still following, and he's reaching his goal. And I like that. I prove myself that I'm a really pro fighter. I could following my plan, doesn't matter what, doesn't matter about his pressure. And thanks my corner also, they were keep telling me that just work, he's tiring also, just do your job, moving and counter-attack.
And also, before we go, would you be interested in fighting David Benavidez, possibly instead of a trilogy with Artur?
You know, I'm open for any fight, but today I wanna enjoy that I'm undisputed champion. I wanna take care of my health because I have some issues. I wanna heal myself and then move forward again. Doesn't matter, trilogy, Benavidez, Canelo, or I just, as always, I'm just waiting offer, and I'm saying yes.
Tonight, congratulations, and afterwards, how did you feel about Matchroom's performance tonight? Dmitry, how do you feel about your next opponent?
I think the December it will be just amazing. You know, maybe earlier, maybe October. Why not?
You have a preference, David or Trilogy?
I don't have any preference now, to be honest. What people wanna see, I gonna take, no problem. Maybe we could talk about cruiserweight. I will think about it also. Why not? I have belts here. I need to check cruiserweight. Why not?
Eddie, any thoughts on that? You've got Jai Pataya.
Yeah, I mean, you got Jai Pataya, you got Badu Jack was here tonight, WBC champion, many others as well. So, you know, I think, as I said earlier, Dimitri's the king. So the king will take his time and make a decision. And for our guys tonight, you know, 3 out of 4 wins. Callum Smith was exceptional. He's also WBO interim world champion now. He'll probably be a mandatory at some point for Dmitry Bivol. Israel Madrimov, if I'm honest, I think Vadim will agree. Maybe he shouldn't have fought tonight. He had bronchitis to pull out of the Bokacic fight, and after 3 or 4 rounds, he could hardly breathe. It was a close fight, but I thought Ortiz did enough to win. But that wasn't Israel Madrimov in there tonight, and he'll be back. And Shakur needs the big fight. You know, he's a pound-for-pound star as well. But tonight belongs to Dmitry Bivol.
Дмитрий, поздравляю с победой. Вот 4-й и 5-й раунды забрал Beterbiev, но после ты смог перестроиться так, что забрал, ну, примерно 5 раундов подряд. А за счет чего так удалось?
Чего 5 раундов? Не понял.
Ты забрал 5 раундов подряд после того, как он 4-й
Да,
и 5-й.
после 6-го раунда.
После во-первых, я старался следовать своему плану, который у меня был на бой. Старался слушать свой угол. Конечно же, когда он начал свой прессинг, я бы мог тоже включиться, но, возможно, это бы пошло не по плану. То есть мне нужно было следовать своему плану. И, в принципе, все получилось.
Вот видно, что на лице и сечка, и ссадины, а в этот раз через блок ему удалось вот рассечь, так скажем, или прямые удары были?
Какие-то удары я пропускал. Вот сечку, конечно же, мы это головой в 12-м раунде, как я почувствовал, ударились. Но как бы да, это бокс, вот такое лицо у меня. Я думаю, что Beterbiev тоже подкрасил немного. Поэтому...
Ну и последний вопрос. Вот когда ты выходил на бой под группу крови, в моменте она была прервана, а это как-то повлияло на твой настрой, может быть?
Да, особо нет. Знаете, когда выходишь, я просто услышал музыку свою, да, вот под которую я выхожу. Я ее всегда, когда слышу, у меня сразу начинается такой боевой настрой. Мне даже когда друзья ее где-то включают, я сразу боксировать хочу. Вот. Прервалось, то есть у меня нет чего-то такого, что я жду припева там или куплета какого-то. Нет, она играет, я дошел до ринга, и все в порядке.
Vadim, I know you don't want to talk about the scorecard, the 114 scorecard, but can you just talk me through and assess Dimitri's performance today compared to the October 1st fight?
It's more important to consider the training camp and when we came together after the last fight, we knew that we needed to add something, we needed to improve, and we tried to, every team member tried to do something to make an improvement. And there's been certain things that were done, and if Dmitry will want to talk about it, he'll discuss it more closely. But I knew that he was going to be better this fight. Eddie and I talked about it and said if he was 100% last time, he's 200% now. And we did everything we can.
And then just on the injuries, how long have you had them? Are they pre-existing, or was it just tonight that those kind of flared up, the injuries that you have?
About what, I'm sorry?
The injuries that he has. Were they
Dmitry?
were they pre-existing, or was it...
Nothing special, nothing. Nothing serious. But there is some small inflammation in my elbow, in my low back. It's Nothing serious, but I need to take care of it. Because I did the operation in July, but it come back a lot. It come back again. It was small operation. I recovered very fast. Maybe I shouldn't start working so fast, but now I need to take care about it again because on all my training camp I was taking anti-inflammations. I need to check it again.
Fuad here for Boxing Kid Media. Dmitry, congratulations on your victory tonight. I just wanted to speak about, obviously, the end there. You guys hugged after the fight. During the build-up, there was a bit of tension. You wasn't really shaking hands. You know, what was said afterwards, and is there now an element of respect between you two after sharing 24 rounds together?
After the fight, I came to Betrebiev and I told him, Artur, I respect you so much because when I was young and I came to national team, I was looking after you, how you are training, and you were the #1. I really respect you, and I want to shake your hand and say thank you for this fight. And we shake hands. And he said, thank you for the fight also, and this is sport. Yeah, this is what happened. You are a good fighter also. And then we had another talk. He came, but he didn't. But he said, like, I will not shake hand now because we will have third fight. And it was in the normal way, not like arrogant. You know, it was fine. I said, okay, no problem.
Amazing. Thank you.
Okay, guys, it is now 4:30 in the morning, and we will be heading back all around our destinations around the world. I would just like to thank you all for your support this week. I want to thank His Excellency as well, particularly because without him, these are the kind of rematches that wouldn't get made and wouldn't get made at this kind of speed. We got the opportunity and we won tonight. As I said before, ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol.
Thank you, everybody.